Oh, hello. I didn't see you sitting there. Greetings, dear friends and listeners. So, someone in Lennox's life wanted to get him a pocket knife. And I said, hell to the no. And I won't say who it is in his life, but Liz Fisher, you know who it is. And I'll reveal the name if you follow us on Patreon. But I started thinking, okay, a knife, no. A switchblade, no. Okay, he's not Kiefer Sutherland in Stand By Me. I don't want him to be like a teenage ne'er do well walking around with a switchblade. Like, okay, is this a bad '80s movie? And he's the villain. He's the teenage villain. But then I started to think, well, what about a Swiss Army knife? You got your screwdriver, you got your scissors, you got your blade, but it's small and nearly harmless. And you got a saw and then another saw. It's kind of ridiculous, but got him one, a Swiss Army knife, $17 on Amazon. And so we get it, and I'm showing him all this stuff. And I said, Len, this is not a toy. This is a tool. And if you need it, use it, but then put it away. Don't give it to your friends to screw around with. Just if you need to cut a hot dog in two for you and Mid John, then by all means do it. But do not just be extremely careful with this. Just exercise all caution, be smart, and only use it in times of need. The knife. It's like a lower tier knife. It's a lower tier screwdriver. It's a low rent saw. It's useful in a pinch, but a real scissors and a real screwdriver, real knife, obviously, much better. So I'm showing it to him, pulling all the things out, and less than 2 minutes in, I cut myself. Blood pulsating, not too deep. There was blood. Blood was drawn, but I just put some pressure on it and Aquaphor and a Band-Aid, and it's fine today. But I said, Len, do not be like your idiotic stepdad. This is what you're not supposed to do. I did this to myself to illustrate the point of what you're not supposed to do. Don't be careless around it and just be like, oh, look at this. Be extremely safe when you're using it. Don't be like me. Do not be like stepdad. Stepdad, very bad, very dumb. But he unscrewed a light switch yesterday, and he also ate some strawberries with it. He used the little knife and then cut the strawberries up in slices, and then he used the Phillips screwdriver head to poke the strawberry and eat it. Of course, I'm bleeding, and immediately I'm filled with regret. Like, I shouldn't have bought this for him. But I feel the same way when we bought him an electric scooter, and he proceeded to break his wrist a week after he got it. And so, what is the proper age to buy your son a Swiss Army knife? I never had one growing up. And then I thought, we have knives all over the house. Everyone does. And he doesn't gravitate towards them or use them often. Mostly it's in the presence of Carolyn, while she's supervising, if they're baking something or cooking something. But I was like, oh, I shouldn't have bought him that. But as I cut myself yesterday, he's going to cut himself 100 times throughout his life. And he's going to have accidents, and this is what it is. And I'm mostly fine with that. I hope not to regret it. It does have a nail file, and he was trying to get his manicure on, and he said, "This is a terrible nail file." And I said, "Well, it will do in a pinch. It will do in a pinch." So I bled, but he has not bled, and it's been about 24 hours. So we're hoping for the best. Another thing is that he went to Grandma and Grandpa's last weekend. Did some yard work. It involved digging holes and a chainsaw. But he earned $50 for his time, and he came home and he immediately spent 44 of it on video games. One video game and then one Xbox Ultimate Pass. It's like a monthly subscription. You get a bunch of access to a bunch of games when you're subscribed to it. And so I was like, Len, you earned $50 and you immediately spent 44. And he said, well, I wanted stuff. I got money. And so I bought the stuff. And I thought, yeah, that's pretty much how it works. So I got my parents a new tablet about a decade plus. I had a Kindle Fire because they're cheap, and I just bought one on a whim. But I found it to be, well, it's like why most people don't have tablets, because they're annoying to hold. Yeah, you have a bigger screen, but whatever. A phone is so handy dandy. So I had a 10-inch Kindle Fire tablet, and I was like, hey, Grandpa Curtis, do you want this? And he said, sure. And he used it, and he loved it. Watches lots of Netflix and plays silly little video games on there. And he's enjoyed it for dang near decade. And then my mom says, hey, the tablet is heating up. So can you buy Grandpa Curtis a new one? And I said, sure. And so my mom's like, she's like, well, I'll buy it. What should I buy? Tell me what to buy. Where do I buy it? How much should I pay? And I said, listen here. I said, simmer down, woman. Simmer down. I got this. So I bought a year-old used Kindle Fire tablet, 10-inch. And a new one costs $140. But I found a used one on Amazon. And it said it has a minor cosmetic defect. And I thought, well, we can get past that. Who doesn't have a minor cosmetic defect? I mean, right? 1 year old, so it's not the current iteration. 1 year old used minor cosmetic defect, $50, $51. So I said, bet, and had it shipped to their house. By the way, this is after the $1,600 laptop incident where Grandpa Curtis went to Best Buy and some idiotic salesman saw him coming from a mile away and proceeded to sell him a $1,600 laptop when Grandpa Curtis don't need no $1,600 laptop. He needs is the operative word. He wants, or he needs a laptop a third that price. Thank you, Best Buy salesperson. They drive me crazy. That's why they're going out of business. They suck. I can't believe they would sell him a $1,600 laptop and go to sleep at night, be able to go to bed at night. But anyways, so my mom came to me. She was like, new tablet. What's up? What you got? And so, yeah, that's what I got him. And he got it yesterday. And and my mom was like, oh, what's our Wi-Fi password? And I was like, okay, Mom. I have your Wi-Fi password in an Evernote from 2013. And I use it whenever I go down there. And Carolyn goes down there. She needs the Wi-Fi password. So I proceed to hop onto Evernote, and she said, oh, by the way, Kurt hasn't used his $1,600 laptop in months because he forgot the Wi-Fi password too. And I was like, really? Okay. So Amazon, Jeff Bezos ships that tablet with all my settings on there, all my Amazon settings and preferences or whatever. You just have to hop in there and change the Wi-Fi, hop on your own Wi-Fi. So my mom's like, we don't know the Wi-Fi password. I was like, all right, no problem. So I hop into Evernote from my 2013 and said, here's your Wi-Fi password. And lo and behold, everything is grand. He's watching the Olympics on it. He likes it. He doesn't see a minor cosmetic defect. I think it's probably the tiniest scratch on somewhere that you don't look, not on the screen or anything noticeable, and its form and function. And I would absolutely buy a used tablet because there's less damage you could do with a used tablet. Laptop, I gotta go new. I've bought a used laptop before and regretted it. It was just musty and old and used, and yeah, you want the current latest gen for a laptop, but a tablet, there's very little you can do on a tablet, very little damage you can cause, or the previous owner can cause, once you just wipe it clean, factory reset it, if you will. So the window screens are working like a charm. Less bugs in our home because of my immaculate window screens. Few days this week, Frankie and I, well, he stares out the window at the brand new unsullied window screen, and I stare at him, and I think he's just staring out the window, plotting his next attack against the evil window screen. But I've really enjoyed it. I can't believe I put up for so long with all that crappy tape all over the window screens. Our number one listener, not related to us, Kevin Jurin, said to give the old window screen to Frankie Blue. Yes, that's what we'll do. Speaking of my mom, she has gone on a mission to try to prove that she's okay to share a Costco membership with her aunt. My mom's in San Diego, aunt's in South Sac, and I dove into the terms and conditions, okay? I dove into the fine print, the legalese, and technically, if you give someone your secondary Costco card, or if you share a membership, you have to live at the same address. And for whatever reason, my mom has skirted the rules. She has been a scofflaw for a decade plus. But she sends me a link to a website that says, no, you don't have to live at the same address to share a Costco membership. And then I saw the URL, the www, the website address. It was not Costco.com. Okay. So, it's inaccurate. It's false information, fake news. I mean, listen, I've been out there on the World Wide Web looking for confirmation bias as well. But I said, Mom, that is not Costco.com. That is some rando website, misleading you. You are still committing fraud against Costco, stealing, if you will. And I won't report you if you keep them Costco gift cards a coming. Okay, Grandma Tian? One thing that I've noticed is that at Costco, you gotta be all in. Like Dollar Tree, Grocery Outlet, Bargain Market, you buy a box of crackers at Grocery Outlet for $1.99. You don't like it? I'll toss it. Or I'll eat it begrudgingly. But I got these pizza crisps from Sonoma Creamery. They're essentially like little cheese snack crackers flavored with tomato and basil. And it was a giant bag, $12. But I'd been eyeing them and I was thinking about them. I was like, oh, I want these. And then finally got them. And they are so mid, so unforgettable, so just whatever. And I was like, $12 for this bag. So I couldn't throw it away. I felt bad. So I proceeded to eat it and consume it and house it and not enjoy it. So that's the thing with Costco. You take a chance, you could be out $9, $12, whatever, $18. Whereas you take a chance on something at grocery outlet, Dollar Tree, even Walmart, it's not gonna break the bank. But we're planning to go to Costco this weekend. We're gonna get the Japanese ice cream sandwiches, their kimbap, and maybe a half cheese, half pepperoni pizza. Hi, honey. And that's our plan. We're gonna take Lennox because we have $79 left on the gift card, and we promised Lennox he can get anything he wants. Alrighty, well that's the end of the program. Take care, brush your hair, peace out, see ya.